you can see the reef zone of the Iceland here. Then yeah, it's having 30 active volcanic system for Iceland, and then yeah, it's just right in the arrival hall of the airport indeed. Then yeah, 30 volcanic system, and 90 of them have been erupted in this 1,000 year. Okay, then that's our show. Maybe I'm going to have a look later. Then yeah, it's look like this. But yeah, they use volcanoes as a gimmick to attract the tourists to coming, and then yeah. Then that's it for the very beginning of the Iceland trip. Okay, then yeah, you can see there are different volcano system, and then it's going to erupt all the way. Okay, the most reason that one is just next to the airport. Okay, which means they really get used to it. Okay, get used to volcano eruption all the way. Okay, so 爆咪爆咯，咁咪避咯嚇。You can see the you can see the word I don't know how to pronounce it. It's just right here. Okay, the airport is here. Okay, then yeah, it's erupting, and then Blue Lagoon is also somewhere like here, and then yeah, it's also being affected all the way. Okay, you know, volcano is hard to go. Then instead, I go to the Iceland Lava Center. Why they call themselves Lava Center? Because it's right here. Okay, the whole island be like this. Okay, but yeah, it's located in the newly erupted volcano. Okay, there is really concentrated in the newly erupted volcano. Okay, then yeah, they are having different kinds of volcanoes. Then yeah, it's just both erupted within these decades. Yeah. And then for Iceland, there are 30 active volcanic system, not the volcanoes. Okay, yeah. And then there's a central volcano that, but there are different craters. Then we regard it as the different volcano. Okay, so maybe it's also about how to measure the volcanic system, the volcanicity in Iceland. They are putting the GPS receiver register the bedrock rising or sinking. The monitor display the data. 7 out of 30 volcanic system in Iceland. Then they can monitor the unrest in real life situation. 即係邊個咧最容易呢7個大佬啊？呢7個大佬咧邊個容易啲爆咧？其實睇得到嘅。OK 呢個 Astra 就普普通通啦。呢個 How about this? Who are you? cp1 OK 唔識讀嚇，都係普普通通啦。But it's just about earthquake within 48 hours. It's really fast. OK 嗱呢個都有少少震過㗎。OK so it's quite frequent. Then yeah, you can see the elevation is increasing, decreasing all the way for every volcanoes. OK yeah. 因為呢個響比較遠嘅，咁所以可能唔係好勁。我邊個最勁啊？我呢個最勁喎。行遠啲先，呢幾個都唔係好勁。OK， this field not really going to happen。其實呢個幾勁嘅。OK，this one actually is just erupted in 70 decades and also 80 decades, 1970s and also 1980s。呢個咧，This one is really next to the Reykjavik, okay? 即係首都啊 okay? Then yeah, it is quite strong, and also you have heard that Blue Lagoon, okay, which is a very famous hot spring next to the airport, is closed also because of these volcano. OK， 唔識讀啊，係我成日考我發音嘅呢度。OK， 等嗱the earthquake is strong 啦 ，but it's just talking about 1.7 Richter scale. But look at here. OK， it rise a lot. OK， 升咗10 cm 嘅，其實佢個地下係 OK， 有3年咧仲癲啲添啊，升咗30米。 唔係30米，30 cm 添啊，36.3 cm 添啊，仲高過你即係仲高過你呢幾年增長嘅高度啊，大佬。OK， yeah，how about 90 days？ 哇 ，it's getting a bit stronger. Yeah, so this how the volcano is being monitored in Iceland. 嗱，佢自己講嘅，唔係走去我揀做啲嘢出嚟㗎。OK， 嗱，記住呢個啦 ，Pro and D 站唔識讀啊。I'm in Iceland, then yeah, it's showing 哇，俾咗300幾蚊啊。OK， $300 for this exhibition 啊，你唔好呃我錢啊。OK， it's about the volcano in Iceland. OK， 嗱 ，there's a lot of terms that you may come across in the cp1. OK， most active volcanic region 啦 ，Iceland。OK，and also 成日話 pyroclastic fall 啊嘛，唔係話老點嚟嘅，佢真係寫 pyroclastic fall。And you can see how the distribution of the volcanoes。OK， 喺機場嗰度咧，其實有個地圖咧，都係咁樣 show 俾你睇嘅。咁但係我哋呢度冇 show 過去 weaving zone 啊，即係嗰個zone of the divergence。OK，but you can see all the volcano are linked together, forming a area of rifting zone。OK， 嗱，你中意就記下去啦，記啲冇咁難記嗰啲咧 Hekla 咧就啱啱。呢堆全部60年、70年代、80年代係咁爆發嘅。OK，these few volcanoes，OK，worth to know because it's going to erupt during the 70 to 80 decades。呢個位咧 ，this area is the island I have been to and you can see all the volcanic ash submerge all the household later。OK， 咁你見到啦，你唔好嘥我錢啊。OK。So 最近爆嘅係邊個啊 ？Recently it is erupted。哦，呢個 OK 啊 ，lava volume 就唔係好多嘅啫。哇，呢個好多喎。哦，呢個搞到全個歐洲咧都停晒嘅。喂，俾啲光嚟啊！係啦，俾啲光嚟先得㗎。OK 嚇 ，this one this 唔識讀啊。OK， make whole Europe have been stopped in terms of the air transport。跟住有好多啦，嗱呢個唔講啦，加速啦，好多個啦。OK， 因為之前有講過啦。OK， OK， so we are having different kinds of volcanoes here。Yeah， 哇 Hekla 都震少喎，都爆唔少次喎。再之前嗰啲唔慢慢睇啦。OK， so if we are going to talk about how the Iceland is created， 俾啲嘢你睇啊，好唔好？How the Iceland is created 啊？哦，要轉嘅。哦，轉翻冇嘅事，因為我頭先冇影到，嚟多次。好 ，How Iceland is formed？ Definitely this 啊 ，and then 哇，好鬼重啊！ Originally is a hotspot， and then 哇，好鬼重啊！我都覺得好重，你諗下。Then it start drifting and drifting。OK， 點 drift 啊？我哋咧 ，Can you see? Is it constructive plate movement? They are moving apart from each other. The Eurasian plate is moving apart from the North American plate。呀，好重啊 ！And then you can see this hotspot。而家幾多年啊？喂，好難睇喂，因為佢冰島文。哦，有得睇嘅。哦 ，this just before 50 millions before。好，繼續。Keep going, and then the North Atlantic Ridge is going to form 嗱 divergent plate boundary 啦。 approaching the mantle plum。唔單止 constructive pay boundary 喎 ，mantle plum 記唔記得係咩啊 ？hotspot 嚟嘅喎，可以係。OK，can you see the red dot？OK，then this this Iceland 咧 also created by the mantle plum。哇！我真係教咗咁多年書，今年嚟呢個展覽先識喎，長知識喎。OK，I never know this before。OK，but right now you can see the volcanic eruption in Iceland also related to the mantle plum。跟住 the foundation of Iceland are built。嗱，佢兩樣都有嘅。Place margin and also the mantle plum all together。OK， 嗱，你要識得串人啊，到時。OK。Then the volcanic rock form a land bridge Greenland and also continent of Europe。嗰陣時係連埋一齊嘅，因為哇好鬼重啊 ！The North Atlantic widen all the time soon, and then the land bridge further away next to Iceland sink into ocean。因為呢度結晒冰嘅，其實 OK。我諗拉開啲，係可以啦，繼續。你講咩？Then it's becoming a growing island, okay, because of excessive volcanic activities。好鬼重啊！又冇食飯。The present Icelandic landscape was to a large extent formed during Ice Age。又唔係話好耐嘅 ，Ice Age 先有嘅，即係 Ice Age 係幾多年啊？咁咯，萬零年前啦。And then Iceland and the centre of hotspot at the present。其實咧，哇，佢個 hotspot 咧喺個 Iceland 中間嘅喎。Okay, so it also explains the previous concentration of island volcano。OK， 嗰啲 volcano 咧近年爆嘅 volcano 咧都係喺呢個位嘅。咁原來成個 Iceland 都係 volcano 啊，都係 hotspot 啊，今日先知啊，真係。And also constructive pay boundary 啦。Okay, then right now we are having 30 volcanic system 啊，唔好寫 volcano 啊，係好伏㗎呢個位 because there can be a lot of volcanoes 啊！哇，做 gym 啊，簡直係黐線嘅。好，又睇下呢個啦。This is the earthquake zone。係咪要踩上去啊？呢度有個掣嘅，踩上去啦嚇，試下啦。跳下咧就咁我要咁樣嘅 ，OK。But you can see all the way the 冇啦 the how to say the shaking is not very strong，OK， 即係都係同 you can see the distribution between the volcano and also the earthquake. They are also in this area of the Iceland。OK， 咁你若遲啲去翻機場咧，俾翻個圖你睇啦。If I going back to the airport, there are a photo talking about the rifting zone of Iceland. Then yeah, it is also talking about more or less like this. OK, there are a major belt walking through here. 咁個 hotspot 就應該都係喺呢個位啦嚇。咁 so it's also account for a lot of earthquake right here. OK 嚇，跟住望下先。係咪仲有得玩㗎？喂，佢見到我啦！我要係咁喐隻手，喂，唔好做 gym 得㗎，喂！佢話俾你聽幾震嘅，冇乜特別嘅，原來係嘥我時間，唔好理佢啦。好，等。Most of you talking about Iceland is a constructive pay boundary 啊嘛。But indeed, on top of constructive pay boundary， 你睇唔睇到字啊？嗱，我而家喺 Iceland 啦 ，I'm in Iceland right now. Also about mantle plum, also about a hotspot。OK， 哇！我諗住俾300蚊，諗住我教翻佢書啊，但係原來哇，真係有啲料到啊！呢個展覽 Lava Centre 入邊嘅，咁有 hotspot 嚟嘅。OK，then there are several mantle plumes around the world that originate from the Earth mantle and extend upward. Okay， 咁 Iceland is also indeed a hotspot. Okay, where is the hotspot? Indeed, this one. This one, what is it? Actually, is the largest ice cap or glacier in the Iceland. OK 嚇，咁跟住啦，點解有啲聲咧？呢個咧係講緊俾你聽咧，個 seismic recording 啊 ，OK 嚇 of one of the volcano which have erupted in 2010。睇你仲講啲咩？嗱，呢個 mantle plum 啦，佢 show 俾你睇個 mantle plum 係咁樣樣嘅。嗱，上面就冰島啦。OK， 大概呢個位啦，都係啱嘅。OK， this mantle plum showing around the location of the hotspot in Iceland. Okay, but what is mantle plum? Oh, it really gives you a really good explanation. Okay, then it's a mod. What is this? 唔係嗰啲 artistic 嘢嚟喎，真係一個 model 嘅 illustration of the hotspot and also geographical plate tectonic movement of the Iceland。咁咧嗱，呢啲教過20萬次㗎啦。Magma rise under the mid-Atlantic ridge， zoom 近啲先，人肉 zoom 近啲先。OK。But the magma upflow is strongest in the central area of the country, so it is having a very mantle plum。咁所以 Iceland 咧係可以係constructive plate boundary， 亦都可以係 mantle plum 嘅，小心啲。OK，then yeah， 咁佢嗰個 mantle plum 幾深咧？哇，原來係100到700 km 咁深嘅。OK，then 咩叫 mantle plum 啊？我驚你唔識喎。OK，yeah， it's just the extra strong current area with the mantle magma current， 佢特別勁啲啦。OK，then yeah，very deep 啦 ，and then turn into magma 啦。咁 it's formed 15 to 20 million years already。OK， 哇！ hotspot 邊度有咧？原來都有唔少嘅喎。OK， there are different hotspot。OK， 嗱，成日都講嘅 Hawaii。OK，Yellowstone 啦，跟住咧薩摩亞群島。哦 ，some of them 咧係 interlapping with the plate boundary。OK， 話有長知識喎，真係。OK，then yeah, Iceland is one of the mantle plum and hotspot 嗱。咩叫 hotspot 咧？ The land surface above mantle plum is termed hotspot。咁有一打到啦。OK，at the few dozen 啦。OK，then in the earth surface 有啲再細啲睇唔到，可能幾打嘅。OK，then is the tectonic plates drift across them as a rate of 1 to 7 cm per year。OK， 咁佢係咁喺度轉啦。咁 on top of it, we are also having plate boundary。OK，plate boundary 嘅 movement 我哋都唔可以睇少嘅。OK， 大概Iceland 嘅話咧，每年咧我見得最多係1 cm 嘅，每年1 cm 嘅。咁有 variation 啦 ，there are some variation， it may be 7 cm。OK，but in general， 如果你寫得嘅話咧，我見到最多係1 cm 嘅。OK，Iceland the plate moving around apart from the Eurasian plate moving apart from the North American plate，which is 1 to 7 cm each year。OK， 咁可以睇下啦。咁咩叫 lava， 咩叫 magma 唔使教啩。OK， 唔好走去係咪都同我講話 magma 啊 ？Magma is in the earth 啊。OK，and mostly it is basaltic。OK for Iceland。OK， 嗱，同埋咧佢通常都係講 fissure eruption 嘅 ，instead of vent eruption，because all the way the magma is formed like formed by a cracks。OK， 即係佢係成條罅咁樣爆出嚟嘅，通常係。OK，yeah。It's also showing 咧 what is the geothermal zone。OK， 嗰啲地熱 啦。OK， 嗱 ，as we have just told before, the volcanic the hotspot is right here. OK, and then the reef zone like this. OK, then most of the time we can find a lot of high temperature field right here. OK， 之前咧同你我唔知之前一日之後我未剪啊，因為條片啦。OK， previously the geothermal park that I just showed you is right here around. OK， 啊，咁就好熱啦。咁啊，哇好多好熱咁樣做啲virtual 嘢俾你啦嚇。OK， 啊，哇好多 magma 啦呢度就。OK, then a lot of magma. OK, there are 30 volcano system is found in Iceland. 咁係咯，咁可以睇睇啊嚇。咁其實咧機場咧之前咪話there's a volcano next to the airport of the Iceland, making Blue Lagoon not okay to open to public. OK， 嗱個 centre of hotspot 喺呢度啊。OK, then yeah, there are 30 volcano system. OK, this is the youngest lava 喎。OK， 啱啱爆起喎，幾新淨喎，係嘛？哇，摸落去係唔同 feel 啲嘅嚇。OK， 呀、yeah ，呢個慢慢睇啦。嗱 ，they are very good interactive things that telling what is fissure erosion。OK， 你下次 Iceland 嗰啲就講 fissure erosion 啦 ，destructive 嗰啲就比較多 fans eruption 嘅。不過嗱呢個就係 fissure eruption 啦，睇下先。嗱 ，magma is rising like a fissure， 成條線咁嘅裂縫咁樣啦。OK，fissure 我哋通常叫裂縫。OK，then it forms a series of volcano instead of one. OK, not very tall, but a series of volcano. OK， 即係你見到頭先 Iceland 咧 ，Iceland there's a lot of rifting zone, isn't it? A long rifting zone. Then yeah, it's also doing like this. You may ask a silly question. The glacier is on top of the volcano. It won't happen. 唔好黐線啦，佢有冰嘅話，佢照爆嘅。OK, it's also an animation talking about how the eruption under the glacier occur. OK， 佢一樣爆出嚟嘅。OK， yeah. How about on the land for the eruption? 佢轉到側邊佢先肯用喎，咁爆啦，唔慢慢講啦。呢個咩？自己答我，揾人。OK， 唔教呢個。Then also the type of lava. Why there's a lot of basaltic lava in the Iceland? Mainly because it is a fissure eruption. 慢慢咁樣滲出嚟嗰啲啊，通常係basaltic得唔得 ？There's also a kind of 收翻佢先啊。Secondary hazards apart from earthquake and also lava flow, then the glacial outburst flood is also a problem. OK， 頭先咧睇條片，去到好多話冧晒啊嗰啲冰咧，咁跟住都係咁樣 flood 出嚟嘅。OK。Then also, if we are talking about Iceland, we should also think about the secondary hazards. It may include flooding. Okay. How about the latest eruption in Iceland? 你一定知道佢會繼續爆㗎啦。Okay. It is in 呢個邊度嚟㗎？揾啲我識睇嘅文得唔得？哦，呢個先係英文。OK, this one is the English. OK, then wow, really next to the Reykjavik. OK, it's affecting Blue Lagoon. Can you see? OK, then yeah, I may go to Blue Lagoon as well. Then let's take some footage about there. 哇，啱啱先爆嘅。我今日去，你知我8月去㗎啦嚇。OK， 2025年。OK。Then what are they doing? with Reykjavik, which is the capital of Iceland, is experiencing a lot of volcanic activities. OK， 近排真係爆到去呢個首都嗰度嘅，咁就 lava fissure 咧 eruption occurred. OK, in this region, then it keep erupting and erupting. Then the eruption taking place all the way. But luckily, just like the 70 decades that Westman Island that situation, Iceland people are quite good in evacuating. Again, no one get hurt. 上次 70 decades 嗰個咧有人咩嘅 ，OK but right now we can go to Bulacan, but there are very strict evacuation protocol. OK 我睇下到時去 Bulacan 睇唔睇到啲 evacuation protocol 先 OK then there's also a lot of high monitoring going to taking care of the area next to it 咁又咁爆喎佢話。Because the wind is too strong right here, it's also one of the crater in the Iceland. So that I take the voice cover later. You can see the wind is very strong, and then the string is even swinging like this. Okay, really looks like the typhoon recently in Hong Kong. Okay, then you can see the people, the tourists is also affected by the very strong wind. And then this one of the crater in the Iceland, the former crater in the Iceland, and I may have a look in the crater later in another episode. Then right now you can just check out the crater, the caldera that is happening in Iceland. It's also one of the evidence that's showing the Iceland is the plate boundary. You can see there's a normal fault here. Okay, one of them a North American plate and also a Eurasian plate. And you can see the volcanic rock is highly distributed in this area. It's formed by ash. Okay, a lot of ash is compacted in there and then forming such a volcanic rock. And also you can see the ashes is here, which is talking about the former volcanic ash have been widespread around the area. And this is the beach also. Then this side is North American plate and this side is the Eurasian plate in there. See here, I didn't really check out the map well. Okay, for this side it should be the North American plate. For this side it should be the Eurasian plate. And also, what kind of fault is it? Normal fault, reverse fault, or transform fault? Think about it. 分開喎，咁分開嘅正常啦 ，normal fault 嚟啊 ，OK。If they are separating, diverging plate boundary, it should be the normal fault, OK. Then you can see here there's a waterfall. Then next in your CP2, you will also learn how to form a waterfall. One of the reasons that the waterfall is formed is faulting as well. So this is a very perfect example of how faulting affected the waterfall, created the waterfall. Okay, then because the river may be passing through in the top of the cliff, and then when it passed through the fault line, then it's eroded. Whole landscape is eroded, and then the whole fault line is becoming the river. 咁佢有少少係乾嘅俾你睇嘅呢邊咯。OK，there are some end is low water. OK。That's how I get in, okay? But for here, you can see the waterfall, the water coming down, and then it creates a lot of river going along with the normal fault. Okay, so it is also evidence that faulting creates the waterfall. Okay. So right now I'm going into inside the volcano, and then you can see there's a lot of earth. I don't think you can see it, but I would like to draw attention to this photo. Okay, it's talking about all of the Iceland is kind of fissure erosion again, eruption again, erosion 黐線 okay then you can see the capital is here and then the airport is here, so it's highly affected by the volcanic activities all the way, okay then yeah, let's see, yeah, then it's quite a long time ago, okay, it's keep developing and developing, and then yeah, it looked like a very new neighborhood, isn't it? But indeed, during the 1973, it is going to be buried totally because there's a volcano here, okay? Then, yeah, during the January 25th or 23rd of the 1973, then yeah, it's going to erupted, and then a lot of houses are burned or buried by the ash, okay? Then it's formed that the ash is even formed at 180 meters above the sea level, okay? This is totally into the ash originally this house, okay? But at the end, right now, it's totally after several 100 meters of walking, you can see there are two volcanoes, and also the houses is not really far away from the volcano, okay? Then it's even adjacent than the Mount Fujiyama, okay? 上年有條片富士山㗎嘛，咁都有啲距離嘅富士山啲屋，但係 you can see it's really not far away, okay? They still are active volcano, okay? But why they're living here is gonna be a very interesting question. And right here, this is the museum of the volcano, okay? Then let's have a look inside. So it is the original Haimai, which is the Westman region island. Then yeah, present is like this, but in the past like this, okay? So throughout the process, only one casualty is because of the poisonous gas caused by the lava flow, and then he or she is not feeling well and then pass away. But in general, the evacuation is successful. Most of the residents right here have been evacuated. Okay, then yeah. There's also the ruins that really preserved by the museum, okay? Then yeah, you can see it's totally covered by the ash, and then yeah, there's a lot of stuff inside because on that time they can manage to go out. The family is fine, okay, because they heard the sound, as I said before, they heard the sound of the volcanic eruption, and then they leave immediately, evacuate immediately, but the houses is totally covered by lava and also the ash, okay? So somehow they call this area, this island, okay, Westman Island of the Iceland, the Iceland version of Pompeii, okay? Then because a lot of things is preserved, okay? And then yeah, you can have a look for here, and then yeah, explore the kitchen, and then you can find out the baby cup lah, not baby cup fork, sorry, okay? Then also baby cup lah, okay? Yeah, originally it's like this, but oh, GG, okay? Then yeah, but why they still live in here is also a question. This family is really from a fisherman family, so it is also the reason explaining that why they still keep living in this kind of Hazard Pond region, okay? Yeah, first of all, fishermen, because why the fishermen live in here? Because the fishery in Iceland is having a very long history of development, and then they are going to 嗰陣時咩中世紀嗰陣時喺度 whaling 添嘅，即係they in the medieval ages they are really going to hunt the whale in Iceland, okay? 而家冇啦 okay? But yeah, it's also reflected that they are having a lot of history of development and the natural resource, or are really they are relying on it, okay? 嗱，即係譬如話啦，喂，喐啦喂，益糯米、布里米 ，OK， finally didn't bully me. Oh, guest book 咁樣有個 guest book 喺度啊。OK, then yeah, all pages are gone because because of fire 啦。box 啦，咩 box 嚟㗎？哇 box 變咗咁樣box OK 嚇 OK then yeah 雪膠都變咗咁 OK 嚇 then yeah 消化布 OK then yeah so you can see the problem of the development. Okay, then time after time, it's just this museum I think just developed in 2020 or 2021 something. Okay, yeah, because they are just established 2007. Okay, they established the museum in 2007 or start to build. Okay, then maybe 2010 lah. Then yeah, so this is the problem of the volcanic hazards, but also is the how the government deal with it. Okay, the museum itself also can be regarded as an education purpose. Okay.